Good morning. Welcome to Against the Public for February 16th. Hope everyone is having a terrific start to their weekend or had a terrific start to their weekend. Man, if you guys, I don't know, did you watch the USA and Canada game tonight in hockey? Man, I mean, might have been the best start to a hockey game I've ever seen in my entire life. Even if you don't like hockey, go back to ESPN Plus if you have that. Just watch the first 10 seconds of that game. Absolutely intense, and United States came out with the win, and they will find themselves in the championship game on Thursday. And of course, each team still has a game to play. United States will play Sweden, and Canada will play Finland. But Canada-Finland's going to be very, very interesting. And United States already in a championship game, but man, the intensity was insane. And I just sat there and I listened to how Canada booed the United States national anthem, and I know it was getting me fired up. So if it was getting me fired up, man, I'm like, you guys continue to boo, because with every second that goes by, you are adding fuel to their fire. The United States were fantastic defensively. Just one breakdown when on Connor McDavid's goal, but he's going to make a lot of defenses look silly, and has in his career. But other than that, I thought the United States played extremely well, especially on a power play. Really packed it in. Did not give up a lot of space inside, and kept Canada to the perimeter for most of the night, and that's a goaltender's dream. And Connor Hellebuck, they keep on saying he's one of the best goaltenders, or if not the best goaltender in the world. That every year there's a new best goaltender in the world, but he is fantastic, and he was sharp tonight. So anyway, congratulations to Team USA. This video is being recorded right after that game on Saturday night, so not every result is in from our Saturday card. Our 30-day total, all access total, still 58% winners over the last 30 days, good for 3,032 units won, number one at pickdawgz.com. Overall, we're on a 115 and 74 run, 61% winners, plus 3,557 units, and 83 and 39. That is all on our all access totals. 4,087 units won, 68% winners. We just absolutely continued to dominate books, even on days that we were not so good. We've had a couple that, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think, we've had 2 or 3 days that weren't so great, man. We bounced right back and absolutely smashed books. So Sunday looks like it's going to be a fantastic card. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you are not an all-access customer right now, please consider doing so. We are smashing books. The records are up there for all to see, for better or worse. So please consider doing so if you're not an all-access member. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. Before we get to your free play, let's just look at how Sunday's all-access card is shaping up. And of course, college basketball pretty much takes the center stage. With the NHL is on a hiatus, NBA is on their All-Star break, so it's college basketball. We got 25 games on the slate on Sunday, and please don't tell me about hey, don't forget the All-Star game. What do you think about Team Kansas? If I get a what do you think about Team Kansas email or a tweet. And here it comes, because I said that. It's not. I looked at it for a second. I go, this is silly. I cannot put my name to any of this, so I'm not going to. But we do have 25 games in college basketball. We'll start with 4 games, I think, we'll be able to squeeze out of this 25-game card. We'll start with Siena and Sacred Heart. Looks like I'll have a 3-pack to go with that, with those 4 games as well. So college basketball bettors, well, you're just 58 and 33 right now, 64% winners, 2,136 units won, 56 and 26 on college basketball totals. Over the last 30 days, we're 64 and 44, 59% winners, plus 1,540 units won, 57% winners over the last 90 days, and 56% winners this entire season, 3,043 units won. Sunday, NBA All-Star Game, we're not getting involved in that, but I do want to turn your attention to Major League Baseball. I have my season pass locked and loaded on the website. We are ready to go for baseball. I can't wait. I've been watching a ton of college baseball. I know that's not Major League Baseball, but I still enjoy it. It's great to see everybody be back on the diamond. So make sure you don't miss out on one play this Major League Baseball season. Get that pass right now. All plays, all records, always documented at pickdawgz.com for better or worse. So it looks like it's going to be a 4-game college basketball schedule for tomorrow. Pretty good day, a pretty good time to get on board, especially if you've had kind of a bad weekend. Let's pull you out of that and set you right back on solid ground, put you back into black, and we'll start Monday off with a brand new slate, a brand new week, and you'll be good. I don't know. I was thinking sometimes that back in the day, when we used to have to pay the man. We used to pay him on Tuesday. I don't know if that's changed anymore or if anybody knows because, we all got apps and, sites that we use. But I know maybe the Get Out game was on Monday, but we'll just treat Sunday's schedule as the Get Out schedule. Of course, we have something for everyone for All Access, anybody who's looking for an All Access pass. But I would like to direct you towards that annual All Access pass. It's just $4.11 a day. You get every play that I release from now to this time next year for one low price. So please consider doing that. Now, on to our free play. Let's head to college basketball, and we'll go to rotation number 837, 838. Iona taking on Quinnipiac, starting at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Pacific. The Bobcats are a 7-point home favorite, total 148.5. Iona 11-14 straight up this year, 14-11 ATS, 14-11 to the over. The Gales are coming off that surprising loss to Rider. They were a 6-point home favorite, and they lost straight up to the Bronx. That game snapped a 3-game straight up and cover streak for the Gales. 6 of the last 8 games have cashed over tickets. The Bobcats are 15-10 straight up this year, 10-14 ATS, 13-11 to the over. They started the season 5-7, but since that point they are 10-3. They're 7-6 ATS in that streak. They've cashed 5 overs and 7 of their last 8 games. 7 of the last 8 have gone over. These two teams got together about a month ago, and I went back and I watched this because not a lot of information or tangible information. I said, okay, well, let's go back and watch because I didn't have a lot of notes on both of these teams, so I thought, okay, it's 2 hours. Let's go back and see what we got. But we know that Quinnipiac escaped with a 1-point, 63-62 win. Iona did cover a 2-point spread in that game, and the total was 145. They combined for 125 in that game, so naturally I'm looking at a total that's 3 points more than what it was in the first meeting, even though they went under the total. And there's a reason for that. I think a lot of people are going to jump on the under, and we've already seen about 55% of the early money jumping on the under. But part of the reason why it's jacked up just a little bit more is the odds makers saw a low-scoring game, but the Bobcats shot just 34% from the field. They were 6 for 26 from 3. And if you took Jaden Zimmerman and Caden Bennett, they shot 3 for 22 from the field. They combined for just 15 points, which is not their game whatsoever. In fact, they're way more impactful players. And then you could throw Amari Monroe into the game, or into that trio, and combined, they shot 8 for 35 and 2 for 14 from 3. Now, Iona was not much better in that game. They only shot 36% from the field, 6 for 24 from 3, 6 for 15 from the free throw line. So they were not good either. So what the odds makers are doing, and we know Iona is not a good shooting team. I knew that going in and watching this game, and they basically proved what I thought. But I think we also know in watching this game, and this is why it's so important to watch, that they are going to push the pace. Matter of fact, both of these teams have no problem pushing the pace. The problem is they are such bad shooting teams. But and really, they were the epitome of that in their first meeting. But even with that being said, I think this tempo is going to be as fast as it was in game 1. And do I think they're going to shoot as poorly as they did in game one? No, I don't. And the odds makers don't either. And that's why this number is a little bit higher than you would expect. I think we're going to see the Bobcats attack the paint. I think they're going to try to get to the line. This is a strength of their team. They shoot 76% from the free throw line. I think this is going to be a lot more physical game than it was in game one. And I also think that the Bobcats are going to find plenty of second chance opportunities because in watching them, I do know this, they're extremely active on the offensive boards. And that's good when you're looking at betting the total. This game, I don't think, is going to reflect their previous result. I think we may get a better number than 148.5, maybe if 149, 149.5, because I do think the public is going to jump on the over, which they have just a little bit right now, just 54, 55% the public's going to jump on the under, just 55% on the under. Honestly, I was a little bit surprised on that because I thought it was going to be probably in that 60 to 65 range. We'll see how it finishes up, but I think you might be able to get a better number. And one thing is you can afford to wait because you're certainly not going to get a worse number. So your free play is over 148.5. Make sure, as always, you shop for the best number. Go to pickdawgz.com, where every individual play and every long-term pass is locked and loaded, including that annual all-access pass for just $4.11 a day. I can't thank you enough for joining me. I know I appreciate all the interaction on YouTube. Everybody is so great and just, Never really a bad interaction with anybody, so I do appreciate that. A lot of work goes into this, and anything that sounds like a compliment is appreciated. So all the best to you. Let's crush Sunday, man. We're going to have such a great day on Sunday. Let's get that free winner, and let's just get ready for next week. Which it won't be long before the NHL and NBA are back. But college basketball, we've been killing it. So as long as we got that, we have a money source, and we're going to take full advantage of that on Sunday. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Sunday.